Hold on, we skipping something then, because
Yeah. I
oh,
know,
okay,
I
okay,
know.
okay. All right. You
Yeah.
got it. You got it.
So, so that took me back to the dream of back, going
Right,
to a culinary art school,
right.
and so that was the transition from music to doing
Gotcha.
food and having healthy kitchen. Now to go back,
And hold on, before you
so
go back, when
yeah, yeah.
when you had that conversation, when you went to the bathroom that time, and God met you and
Oh
said,
yeah,
"This is not what I want you to do."
yeah.
Was this a situation where it was like that you had a personal relationship with God that was on fire at this time? Was this
Hmm.
what did you go through a transition before this, right, and have this true conversion experience, or what
Hmm.
was that relationship with God at that time that even led to that point, right, or that moment?
Man, I was seriously seeking God, man.
Mm,
And you know how sometimes you think that you're doing everything right until God taps you on the shoulder like,
hmm.
not quite, but I wink in ignorance.
Yes,
So
yes,
it
yes.
was it it was that. So when God said, "Can you give this up to really serve me?" I paused for like a second and said,
Mm,
"Yeah." And the the picture that came in my head was Christ on the cross. Like, man, Jesus
mm.
gave it all up, man, for me. I can give up this little thing here. And so that's where that came from. Like I literally stopped everything I was doing. I'm printing out CDs and I'm booking pe- people to come and sing and play and all this stuff, man. And I could easily give it up because
Mm.
I did have a conversion moment, man.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And that makes perfect sense. That's what it sounded like, right? But I just wanted
Hmm.
to kind of see if
Oh
you could
yeah.
just mention that, because I think that's
Hmm.
very important, especially when we talk about being biblical entrepreneurs. Is
Oh
we
yeah,
may be
yeah.
going in directions that, like you say, you kind of left this dream sitting here, went in a total different direction, and even were
Hmm.
seeing success in that direction,
Oh
but
yeah.
yet still wasn't what God wanted and called you to do. But it took your conversion experience and you really seeking and searching with God for Him to be
Hmm.
able to then bring you back to where He exactly desired for you to be.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because if that had been a time where I was not seeking God, I would have been like, no, this isn't bad, and I would have been given ex, excuses, and I might not have been able to clearly hear God
Mm,
speaking. Like I clearly heard Him talking to me.
mm.
It was a question and answer. He was like, "So you hear this, and how do you think about that?" And I'm like, "Well, da 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 da." And then Holy Spirit's like, "No." And then, so how do you think? Like we're having dialogue, like we're having now. Like that's how
Mm,
clear that conversation was. And
mm.
so I can look back now and truly see, like, man, yeah, that's where God, this is where I was supposed to be
Mm,
and go
mm.
and do the things that I do now.
Thanks for watching the Lion and Lambo podcast. We hope this clip has been a huge blessing to you. And we want to remind you that we drop new videos, new podcast episodes every Sunday at 9 o'clock. You can find the full episode by clicking the card up at the top right of this video. If you prefer an audio only experience, then we want to let you know that we're streaming through every major podcast streaming platform. For the full list, you can go to www.lionandthelambo.com. Until next time, go impact the world.